Oh my god, again with this show. It just keeps amazing me every single week. And I didn't know how they'd follow up to last week's crazy episode, but they did in a spectacular way. And you know what scene I'm thinking of right away that comes to mind is the lashes on Hickey. Man, Francis brought down the hammer here. This is clearly his show now, and you could tell how darker this episode was just all together on the ship. John Franklin is gone, and so is his hope. That's what made this episode so effective to me to follow last week, was there was such a darker, more realistic terror tone here, and it's all that Francis feeling, that realism of how awful the situation really is. And Jared Harris, who plays Francis, is setting himself up for an award for this performance. Just the scene when he found out that the three boys disobeyed his command and went on their own to get the Eskimo girl. The way he screamed at them and shot the gun. It was such an awesome scene. I'm still Team Francis, so I was rooting for him to put his foot down. He did. And if you also are someone who supports his way, the lashes thing was tough to watch because you do like Hickey. Hickey should have, I believe, listened to the command still, but Francis went overboard, and his Achilles heel is his drinking, and also when he gets too emotional. He leaves his rational thinking for sure. Flashbacks are really good in this episode. The show does that so well, they don't overdo it. And we get that big reveal that John Franklin's niece is the reason Francis is there in the first place. He was there to babysit John Franklin, and he's doing it as his third attempt to woo her. Come on, guy, you gotta get over this chick. The opening scene with the niece also set up for a nice rescue mission and how that would go about. Captain Fitzjames still is on the John Franklin wavelength, and that clash between him and Francis is just gonna get more crazy as it goes, so I like they kept that conflict there. And what really was effective here is just seeing that lashes scene with Francis for a guy who really totally believes what he thinks to question what I'm thinking then. Is this guy in the right, or is he going overboard? That's what's so effective about the show. You're constantly thinking about what way of thought you are on and what you would do on this boat. And shout out to Dr. Harry Goodsir, another fantastic actor. What's really good about his acting is you really see that he knows where he is at all times, and he's fully invested in the scene. It's in his eyes, it's in his face. It's very realistic. He reminds me of Mark Ruffalo's style and looks like Mark Ruffalo. And his scene with the Eskimo girl at the end, really, really good. And just showing that the Marine outside the door, who's Fitzjames' guy, didn't like how nice he was being to her. So for me, Dr. Harry Goodsir and Francis are clearly the people on the ship with a higher IQ. Francis goes a little overboard with his emotions sometimes, but I think he's the guy who, if they're gonna get any luck during this mission, he's the guy they gotta follow. And what this episode did really well, now it was more, the terror here is not just this mysterious creature, it's what's going on the ship, between the men. So this show for me keeps getting better and better. I'm gonna give this episode a 9, really well done. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below. I respond to everybody. Whose side are you on right now? If it's James' belief or Francis? What's your thoughts on the whole Hickey lashes situation? I'd love to hear it. And please subscribe. I'll be covering every episode of The Terror this season, and my review will be posted right after each episode ends. Please keep coming back, and I'll see you next time.